Hello and welcome to the third Seren Guide. My name is Sinclair Davis, and this video is on drafting articles to our website. Now, those are the sort of words that set alarm bells ringing when I was a sub-editor. I had no idea how to put an article on the website, and so I came up with a clever strategy. I just sort of didn't do it very much. But things have changed. I've learned how to use the website, and now that we're in a global pandemic and we can't print a physical paper, boy am I glad I did. And all I want to do in this video is show you how easy it is. And it really is easy. So, step 1, let's go to the website, seren.bangor.ac.uk. Then we're going to scroll to the bottom to where it says Members Login, and we're going to do just that. You should have a specific website login. If you don't, or you don't know it, contact your editor. Once you're in, don't panic. There's a lot to look at, but not a lot of it matters to you. Go to Posts on the left-hand side and select Add New. This page is the bit that matters. So let's get our pieces. Your proofed articles won't be in the To Proof folder anymore. They'll be here, in To Check. Articles in To Check have been proofed, but there may be some comments or recommendations left by the proofing team for you to check. If you fixed anything they pointed out, or if you didn't get any comments, move your articles and images into Finished, and we can get started. First, we'll copy the title over, and put it in this handily marked box here. You'll notice I've cut the title down a second time, and put the more important information first, so now it's looking a lot better. Then we'll copy the body of the article over, and paste it in this large box below. Don't copy the byline over just yet. We'll get to that in a second. Now, when you copy your text over, there might be a couple formatting hiccups. The most common one I've seen is extra spaces being added between your paragraphs, so just backspace those out if that happens. You've also got some familiar word processing tools on this bar here if you need to make subheadings or the like. Now for the byline. Right below the text box, you'll find this section where you can enter an author. By default, it will list you as the author. If you didn't write this article, you can type a name into the box below to find another Seren author, and then you can remove yourself. However, this method only works if the author has a saved account on the website, so if you can't find the author here, scroll down to this other author section here. Now, click on Guest, and type in their name. That will override the author listed higher up. Next, let's choose what section to put this article in. Up here on the right, you'll find Categories, a list which allows you to tick the section this article is in. You can tick multiple sections if need be. The one with this dot next to it will be considered the main one. Finally, let's get that image in there. To do so, go to Featured Image, here on the right-hand side, and select Set Featured Image. By default, it will bring up a bunch of recently uploaded Seren images. Go to the option on the left here and upload the image from the proofing drive. There is an option in here to crop the image if you need to, or if it doesn't look right after we take a look at it. Ignore all these other settings and select Set Featured Image. Now, if at any point we want to see how our article is looking, simply scroll to the top here and select Preview. And there it is. I recommend always doing this just before you finish drafting, so you can make sure everything looks right. If, for example, you try to upload a very tall image as your featured image, the website might crop the top and bottom off and ruin it. If that happens, go back to your featured image and crop it into a more website-friendly rectangle, with the most important elements roughly equal distance from the top and bottom of the image. There are also a few different formats you can display the image in, which change its dimensions. The two most common are the default, here, and the post cover. The post cover is the most beautiful, but it will crop your image to be proportionally wider, so may require some fiddling, and it's not a good choice if your image is very square or has a lot of verticality. Okay, last hurdle now. Adding the attribution for the image. We place this right here, underneath our image at the top of our body of text. While it is tempting to use the caption or description feature built into the website for images, you will soon see why this is easier. So, if we look at the information I collected for my image in the last video, we'll find that it is covered under a Creative Commons BY 2.0 license, which we also learned requires three things. That credit be given to the original author, that we provide a link to the license, and that we indicate if we change the image at all. We have not edited the image, so we can skip that last one here. First of all, let's paste in our attribution. And then let's accompany it with the license. But this license didn't say name the license. It said link to it. So I'm going to find the official page for the license online. I'm going to copy the URL. Then I'm going to come back to my post, highlight the name of the license, click the Insert/Edit Link button, and paste the URL here. And now, clicking on the name of the license will take you to its page. And finally, I keep referring to the featured image, singular, because the image set as your featured image is the important one that will be displayed with the title of your article. Everyone should have a featured image, as it vastly improves the appearance of your article and the website as a whole. However, if you have additional images you wish to include in the main body of the article, use this Add Media button to add them in much the same way as the featured one. The difference is that they will post into the body of your text to be resized and moved around as you please. Just don't forget to have a featured image set, as otherwise the website will clumsily attempt to make do with images in the body, and more often than not it crops them up into an unusable mess. And do remember that for every image in the article, including those in the body, they need to have passed through the proofing system, they need to be accompanied with their copyright information, and you need to include attribution underneath them in the same way as we just did for the top one. Alright, finished. This is all you'll have to do when drafting day, our online version of editorials, rolls around. Let's do one last preview to make sure everything looks good. It looks good. And now we will save this as a draft. Do not press post, unless the editor-in-chief or deputy has specifically told you to go ahead and do so. Articles on our normal schedule will be released over the course of 2 weeks by a member of the committee posting these drafts every evening. That's the last of the Seren guides I'm making for now. If these are useful, I might make more in future. Hope this has helped, and if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask. See you on drafting day.